Femme Fiasco podcast is here, back, and better than ever. I'm Venice.
And I'm Autumn.
And I did the intro without a mess-up. Let's go!
Let's go. It only took us 69 episodes.
Yes. Episode 69?
69.
Okay. Did you think we would make it this far? Did you think we'd get this deep into the game?
I did.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
We're
just having fun. We're just the girls. So we're glad you stuck with us for 69. Can't wait for the 70th.
Yeah.
She's going to be fun. We have something fun at least planned.
Yeah.
So
we
always
see.
Do. Yes. As we always do.
We always do.
We're excited, but thank you for sticking with us for 69. 69 episodes.
Maybe just in honor, because it's like a Femme Fiasco over here, and it's kind of celebratory, a little bit of a big deal that we hit 69 episodes. Maybe you go ahead and bust out the vibrator? Maybe go ahead and a little bit of self-pleasure while you're tuning in. You can masturbate to us, right?
Who doesn't? I'm sure there are a select few who do.
No, I've had Snapchat stories that'll be hours of duration. I'm like, oh, so somebody sat there for a minute. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, oh, you're clocked in. Which we love this support.
Go ahead and send around.
No, not to me though.
No, don't send that. I'm saying send my content around.
Yeah, send our content around.
Yes. Yeah, no, don't send me dick pics or
I promise you, your girl
anal shots.
Is not interested. Anal shots is crazy.
Yeah, I don't want any
in the mirror, ass up, zoomed in.
Yeah, I don't need any of the tabloids thinking those are my taint pics. No.
Which is crazy, taking pictures of my taint. The tabs.
Taint pics for the tabs.
Taints for the tabs. It's it's a new movement.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's actually a new hashtag trending on Twitter. Go ahead and...
Nothing is ever trending on fucking Twitter. Fuck fucking Twitter.
Yeah,
Speaking
Elon
of
is
fucking
weirdo.
these apps.
Dude.
Yeah, fuck Elon. Speaking of fucking these apps, the TikTok ban was crazy. Were you there? Were you boots down?
I wasn't in the app when all of it went down.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
She died in my fucking hands!
Oh, if I could just die.
And then she was reincarnated within the next 16 hours. So.
It's okay, just put me in timeout.
She was different, but let me tell you something. She did die in my hands.
I just feel so much self-care on camera.
I was wondering what happened. I was like, that's none of my business.
You guys, I'm actually wet now. It's fine.
What?
It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're just gonna keep rocking.
We're just gonna keep rolling.
Yeah.
Keep rocking.
Yeah, no, it's good.
We rock with it. It's okay.
Yep. Party rock anthem.
So I was just fucking around on the TikTok, and I had been on that bitch, and I was like, because it was the night it was supposed to get banned. And here's my thing is, I was not, you can even go back to, a month ago when I was like, yeah, I don't fuck with TikTok. I didn't. And, the thing with me is, I agree. It's why are you going to take away an app? Oh, you're banning free speech. That's kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. That's kind of whack. Weird. That's kind of whack. Mm-hmm. So it's I don't give a fuck about the app, but taking it away is, huge, hashtag, maybe I shouldn't say the word, vibes. But
it's giving weird to say the least.
Yeah, it's giving weird vibes. So I was like, oh. I was like, oh, that's not in the sense that it's fucked up,
Yeah.
So I was just like, that's pretty crazy, but for a minute I didn't think it was gonna get banned.
Me neither. I was like, nah, these bitches playing. No. But I kind of, once it did get banned, I was like, why do I feel like
I was
Trump
also expecting it.
Yeah.
But then it was on for a little bit, and people were coming out with their lies. Those were huge.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so
my god, yes,
I saw a few big ones. I saw some that were kind of dumb, where it's yeah, I didn't use every single ice cube tray that I had. I saw people also posting about that too, being like, that was so fucked up that she lied about not using every single ice cube tray. I'm like, Who the fucking cares if you use every single ice cube tray? The one about the workouts was crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
The workouts,
and I 110%. It's like, you're not even doing that workout. Is crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Giving the coffee that you made in the morning to your mom, I don't fucking care. Giving the fucking ice, not using every single ice cube tray. No one cares. Like, that shit was never that interesting to me. But that workout one was crazy. Where she's like, I hate, like, oh, what was that sign? It's like, now that we're all about to die.
It's Peter Griffin being like, well, since we're all about to die, I'm just going to say it. I did not care for The Godfather.
I did not care for it. I did not care for it.
Yeah, that was crazy. This, do you know who Reagan 777 is?
No.
She's a TikToker. She kind of, like, did her big one, like, kind of, like, she, like, was the transition TikToker, and then, like, had, like, a little moment with Lil Tecca, and, like...
strobe hits you.
Yeah, and I guess, like, there was something... I don't know what... I forgot what happened at Coachella. There was something that happened with her at Coachella previously, and then she tried to quit nicotine, and then didn't fully quit, and she lied to her audience for over 3 months that she was, like, quit of nicotine and free of nicotine, which kind of pisses me off, because I'm still free of nicotine.
So soon.
Dude, for real. February 3rd will be my 8 months, but, like, once I hit a full year, I might, like, dibble dabble. If it gets to a point where I'm like, I'm getting too addicted, I'll fucking throw that shit away and I won't grab it again. But, like, fuck, dude, I low-key do miss it. I do get a little bit of FOMO. I know I'm doing something good for my heart and my body and my health, but I'm like,
baby, don't stop me now.
But literally everybody around me vapes. Like, every single person around me vapes and consumes nicotine in front of my face, and I'm to the point where it's
not
like,
me anymore, God. But I mean, yeah. And now I'm in the same boat. I'm like, that was fucked. What I was doing to you, I was like, I should not have ever hit the vape in front of you. That was entirely so fucked up.
It's okay. It's okay. I knew that it was like a self-discipline journey.
You're better than me. I would have been like...
Bro, it was so hard. I had so many people tell me, like, yeah, I did that for a week and I gave up, so, like, good luck, I guess. It was just one of those things where, like, only time will tell.
See, which I haven't cracked, but I would fucking... I don't know. I'm gonna crash out.
It's been hard, dude. I just asked because I was on live, and my live asked, but today's day 233, which is crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah, it'll be
about to be 365, bitch.
I know, it's gonna be 8 months, February 3rd. Literally, when I'm in New York, I'm gonna hit my 8 months, which is. I just got a ring in my ear as I said that. Is that my angels being like, oh my god, New York? The
bells are ringing.
Yes, queen. No. Actually, get us in the motherfucking stew. If you're a producer, hit us up.
We love to sing. What can we say?
You can come in our stew and we can do a podcast episode, and then we'll come into your stew, and then you can produce a song or two. We'll bang out some bangers. We can film a music video.
Then we'll bang. Just kidding. No, you won't.
Imagine we come up with like a Femme Fiasco podcast Vivo channel.
Vivo.
Yeah, just for our music videos.
Cause you're a sky full of stars.
Okay, queen.
I
think the voice is doing auditions.
Okay, wait. Katy Perry pushes the fucking button on me. Just kidding. I have a deviated septum. Nobody's gonna push the button on me.
Dude, I would.
Yeah, if y'all can hear that. We're breathing really nice today. Also, the inversion's crazy and the fucking pollution's crazy, so
it's gross.
It's not helping bitches like me breathe.
No,
you can't help it.
It happens. I mean, we can like jump a little back to the TikTok ban. We're gonna jump around,
just like for funsies. So I hope you had fun. But yeah, I guess we can get into it. So yeah, the bitch died at my hands. It was so sad. I was like, I feel like I need to, like, it had popped up. So I had let out my dogs because I was like, of course you motherfuckers need to be let out right now, as it's because there had been a rumor that it was going to shut down earlier than midnight, because the rumor was midnight, and I was like, I was planning on being on TikTok all night because I had not been fucking with TikTok for a long time, but then I hopped back on, and this last week has been so fun, like, because everybody's popping up on it again. Bad. It's been fun. It's been worth it. Like, you feel me? It hasn't been, and maybe it's because like my algorithm was maybe fucked from having this new like account and shit like that. So maybe I should have like dedicated a little more time to her. But like, she died on my hands. It was so sad. And joining back up again the next day Which also, it was crazy. I think I might have screenshots of the messages. I don't even remember. But I know somebody else does. Where it's like, TikTok's going to shut down, like, in the U.S. Da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, these bitches are fucking serious. I was like, they are fucking serious.
Yep.
After everything, the fucking CEO TikTok motherfucker is, like, reposting all these things, like, trying to get on the U.S.'s good side. It's like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, we're fucking gonna go down, boys. And we sure did. We were down for 16 hours, which is crazy. It's crazy that I thought that 16 hours was gonna be like, no!
Yeah.
Like, devastating. I was like, 16 hours on an app. I was like, God forbid people go to bed. People go to bed and start off their work day and maybe hit their lunch break and realize TikTok's back. It's like, oh, was it ever banned?
Yeah, it was so funny. All the high schoolers in chat were like, my mom's taken away my phone for longer than this. Like, I've been restricted access of TikTok by my parents.
Which is what I'm saying. I was like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I've seen high schoolers with I was like, in high school, not me, but I knew fuckers who had way longer fucking their phone taken away for their lifetime in high school. I knew bitches who had a trap phone. Like, ain't no fucking way that you're fucking kidding me for 16 hours. I was like, even the one time my phone got taken away, it was taken away longer than TikTok was taken away. Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild,
bro. I've had my fair share of getting my phone taken away, unfortunately.
But I came into TikTok and from the second I was in that bitch, I was like, something's fucking off. And then I saw a TikTok from somebody else where it's like, it feels like somebody was just in my room. And like, it's like I was gone at school and somebody just like came into my room and like fucked with all my shit and like left.
Yeah, like they just like snooped around.
You know somebody's touched your shit. Like you go into your room and you're like,
you didn't leave the door like that closed, and you're like, wait,
I'm on some light Yagami bullshit where it's like, no, my fucking door handle is supposed to be up 35 degrees. Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you mean?
Yeah, it feels like the Grinch has been here.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Fuck you mean? So hop in that bitch, and it's weird. We can't go on live anymore. It's crazy. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, I've seen some people going back on live. I don't know if it's back now, but for a minute it was down.
It's been down for at least the most part as far as I'm concerned. It's down as far as today for TikTok Live.
Damn.
And it kind of, I was thinking about it because what makes me the most upset is because, like, it took away Lemon and CapCut. Fuck Lemon. Yeah. CapCut. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, them taking away CapCut is literally diabolical, and it's still not back. I checked
Shot to the Heart by Bon Jovi. I literally was on the floor.
Yeah.
On the floor.
And
passed away.
I don't know who's to blame at this point.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Yeah. Your girl was pissed. I was literally also editing a video in there, too. I was editing I was like...
So ridiculous.
Yeah, I felt like I got fucking scammed. And as far as I'm concerned, my CapCut has not been returned.
No, mine hasn't either.
I'm like,
yeah, here, I'll fucking check right now. I guarantee you that.
You've got content on that, bitch. Like, give me my content back. Give me back my content.
Oh, wait, she's finally back. And that's as of today. I've been checking. Because I got videos in CapCut, too.
She's dead.
But... Yeah, bro, honestly, I thought it was crazy, too, that, like, without Trump, in which everybody said this, but without Trump even being in fucking office yet, it was like, oh, we're gonna, like, it was just so fucking propaganda. It was so giving fucking, like, communist, like, it's not giving democracy to have open an app and have it be, we're working with President Donald Trump, and then the app goes away for a minute, and then to get back on the app, even, like, Chris Clemens worded it so funny. He was like, yeah, we all had to fucking come to the Trump circle jerk to even get back on the fucking app. I was like, oh my God.
My thing is this also all a ploy? And there's something
there always is.
Even fucking bigger.
There always is.
Which I'm sure there's obviously, which also, yeah, there is something bigger. Like, some crazy shit's been going on these last few days. I'm not going to point it out directly, but, like, if you know, you know. But, I mean, there's been some crazy shit happening recently where it's like, oh, like, this was a fucking ploy. I was like, and then even all of this other bullshit being like, this, that, and like making a big fucking deal out of nothing. I was like, nobody is susceptible to propaganda. If you think you're too smart for propaganda, they gotcha.
They're 10 steps ahead of you.
They gotcha. Nobody's too fucking smart for that shit. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you. Because when bitches like you and me think that we were like, oh, we've cracked the case. Like, yeah, the TikTok was the propaganda.
It's so easily propaganda.
No, it wasn't, motherfucker. I fucking can assure you it wasn't.
Well, I'm saying it probably is part of a bigger picture, but this is a part of something.
Yeah, it's a working part of something, but like, I'm like, there's a billion other things going on behind the scenes. That
this is the distraction.
It's
this
like,
is,
oh, they took away TikTok and they gave it back. Like, now we make it. It's like,
yeah, there's something bigger behind the scenes. They want it. This is the whole, like, it's the entire, like, the Coliseum effect. Like, how do you distract the people? Put a fucking show in front of their face. Like, how, like, that's literally why football exists, and the NFL is so huge and the NBA is so big, because it's like, let's put a show, and like, even concerts, celebrities, like,
it's all
that shit is, yeah, like Taylor Swift. Everything is on a fucking pedestal because, like, that's literally been happening for fucking thousands of years. This is like the fucking most, like, it's like, come on, like, this is like the most played fucking play out of the entire book. Like, we've been doing this for hundreds of years, where you literally put a big show in front of everybody to distract people from, like, the big number that they're doing behind the scenes.
It's like, this is the big one. This is the big one.
Because the whole point is to be like, okay, let's get people that are left and right against each other. Let's get the population divided, instead of people realizing that it's all of the population, like, it's us versus them. They want us to be like left versus right. So let's argue about LGBTQ, and let's argue about people of color. And it's like, yes, these things fucking matter, but they want you to be divided on topics that are really important, so you don't give a fuck about the shady shit they're doing behind your back. For example, robbing you in taxes, or like letting BlackRock buy up every fucking company, letting Disney buy everything in the entertainment industry. These fucking huge companies monopolize and fucking stealing your labor hours right under your fucking nose. But oh my god, let's bitch about people wanting to be transgender. Why the fuck do you care? Why do you care about people having gender affirming care? That somebody being transgender has nothing to do with your life. You're still gonna live your 9 to 5. You're still gonna do everything that you want to do in your regular day. It is not gonna affect you because a transgender person wanting to be transgender. Who fucking
It's
cares?
like, once transgender rights start infringing on, like, fucking income tax, or like, it's like, then maybe you could give a shit, but then even then it's like, I feel like you can't even fucking talk about how they want to live life. It's like, purely, it's like, who the fuck are you to be like, you're, I don't know.
Well, their whole argument too is like, well, these like transgender and LGBTQ, like, their gender affirming care is coming out of my taxes. Like, that's their whole argument. It's like the government was gonna fucking take your fucking hard-earned money regardless of where the fuck it goes. They were gonna rob your fucking money and put it anywhere anyways. Why
also,
the fuck? Like, you can't do anything about that.
If any transgender person is paying for insurance, no, you're not paying for their care, you fucking idiot. Yeah. I can assure you, you're not.
It's just people are so ignorant.
You're not.
They're so ignorant. Again, these are just the topics that they want us to all argue about, so
Which is the plan. Yeah. It's the fucking plan.
Because they want to
watch out. We're gonna get fucking taken out because of this opinion, but it's just the truth,
no, but it is because, like, the amount of money that, like, billionaires make, it's not ethical to make that amount of money. The way they make money is stealing labor hours. It is. That is how they do it. That's how they do it.
Do you think that this one singular billionaire, I mean, I'm sure maybe they give a fuck about, I'm sure they have, like, their own values and their own religion and shit like that. If you think that they're sitting there plotting over all this shit, I'm like, I promise you, they're making you think they're plotting over this shit. They're fucking not. I was like, these motherfuckers are pulling way bigger strings behind the scenes, like, fucking talking about war and shit like that. Versus, we're sitting here being like, oh, like, we're fighting amongst ourselves. That's the point. And, like, the whole thing about, like, I don't know, this episode might be kind of crazy. It might be kind of political.
It's kind of crazy.
But, I mean, Biden called out the oligarchy. Mama, we've been in an oligarchy. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I'm glad we can all see that, like, and it's a lot more fucking valid now. I feel like it's kind of crazy that this shit's happening. But it's like, there's always been a higher up, somebody richer than pulling the strings.
Always.
If you make that type of money, anybody can be bought off, honey. Like, I can assure
everyone
you,
has a price.
Nobody has those kinds of fucking values. I mean, like, maybe maybe some politicians and shit like that, but it's like,
no, they don't. What, everyone has a fucking price. Every single
yeah,
fucking
it's like point
person.
me out to a politician who like gives a shit about human rights like that. You feel me?
No, are you
like
kidding?
They don't like somebody like,
because once you get to the
if
top,
they did, it would have been solved forever ago. Human rights would have been solved years ago.
And but
it's the plan. It's a plan. It's already all of this. I know we probably sound so crazy and conspiratory.
No, but it's not even that, because the thing is, at the end of the day, is once you get to the top, you like it's kind of the effect of like once you get there, like you always want more. You
and, like,
always like that, and that's how I have
go?
too. Because like at first I wanted to just like lose the weight, and now that I've lost the weight, it's like I don't want to post a picture unless if I look like I have abs. Like as soon as you get to somewhere, you want to go harder and harder and harder. Like as soon as you become a millionaire, you're like, how can I make 2 million? How can I make 3? How can I make 4? You get to billions territory, hundreds of millions. Ethics are out the fucking window. We're making billions of dollars. We're able to build underground bunkers. Money's not an object to these people. They can just do whatever the fuck they want. Like full-blown psychotic levels of free will. Like you guys, like it's
the quote that there is, and keep this in mind, folks, as we're entering this new era, there is no such thing as an ethical billionaire. I fucking promise you.
No.
Everybody being like, thank God that Elon Musk is in office. I'm like,
did y'all see him salute Trump at the inauguration? Are you fucking kidding?
I don't even fucking care. My thing is, it's like, this fucking billionaire from South Africa, who also, if we want to talk about like illegals and like all this shit, I was like, from like 19 something to like 2005, he was an illegal in America, like working. Like if you guys really want to do the big one, y'all really want to be that girl.
I feel like most people hate Elon though.
Y'all, like, I feel like most people that we interact with hate Elon. True. I feel like most people fucks with Elon so heavy. I feel like a lot of people fucks with Elon heavy.
I will say,
which I think is fucking crazy. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Sorry,
I will say
crazy. I think it's fucking crazy. I think it's literally, I think we're beyond the point of crazy if we're fucking with Elon like that. I'm like, fucking hello? Where are we? Anyways, I'm gonna get so hyped.
No, I get it.
Anyways, I know we don't really talk about politics like that, but like we are this week. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm hyped. Your girl's hyped. Your girl's hyped.
Well, I will say,
but keep in mind, no fucking billionaire has gone to their point with ethics in mind. Like I promise you, Elon Musk is not fucking ethical. I promise you, Mark Zuckerberg isn't fucking ethical. These people do not care about ethics. They don't care about fucking human rights. They would step on your back for 10 cents. I fucking swear to you. Bro, they fucking make money off of people just fucking like you.
Yeah, well, that's why Zuckerberg is literally a noun, like getting Zuckerberg, like the way he fucked over his business partners to have Facebook get to the top. Like, it's literally called, like, getting Zuckerberg. Like, it's like,
this episode's gonna be so wild. I'm so sorry, but like,
no, but it's like so.
But am I sorry? Because like,
people.
I feel like
they're shitty people.
I feel like it's right fucking in front of me, and I feel like I feel like nobody's like giving it any sort of mind. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, whatever. I'm like, no, this is crazy. I'm like, no, this is actually psychotic. Like, this is the craziest thing I've ever fucking seen.
Well, have you heard about like Elon being like a kind of like shitty dad with his, I'm pretty sure and like him being like he's like especially shitty with his trans child.
Absolutely.
And I don't remember.
Is his child?
His
child is a baby.
He has one of his no. He has like a multitude of children.
So he's a fucking bum.
He's a lot of
I'm
kids.
just kidding. He's probably a billionaire. He probably pays so much in child support. Those kids are living a way better life than me.
Yeah, no, he has a lot of kids, but he has like kids that are like our age, older than us, whatever. And he does have a transgender kid. I don't know.
Artificial insemination. Nobody would ever have sex with that man. That's insane.
I've heard that he's like a really like shitty dad. And
like,
you
know what? I feel like I have heard about
the transgender child.
Oh no, he's fully not, which is absolutely so disgusting. Wild to me.
And it's like, especially being like a father of that caliber, you have the money, the connections, the resources, and you're still a shitty dad.
Yeah,
crazy.
And it's like sometimes you have no reason, and it's like also with me, it's just kind of crazy because we have gone so far to be like, we don't want to be like no religion and fucking government, blah 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 blah. Where are we now? I feel like every last thing we do, it's like, well, the Bible says this. Nobody fucking cares.
No,
me. I promise you, I don't care what the Bible has to say about the life I'm living right now. I'm like, what people said in 1700 BCE has jack shit to do with me today, right here, right fucking now.
I have so much to say on the Bible that y'all don't want to hear.
Motherfuckers were dying at fucking early 25. I was like, motherfuckers were dying at like 25.
Yeah.
Like normal. That was like your lifespan. Yeah. I was like, get fucked. Like, literally get fucked. Literally get fucked. That's honestly crazy that you guys get into, like, this position of being a government official, or even in general, it doesn't even have to be whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, well, the Bible says this. And, like, especially being, like, a Utah girly, a lot of government, like, gets into, it's like,
it's the religion and state.
It's like, I thought that was the whole fucking point, that we were separating religion and state, because it gets fucking dangerous, folks. It gets dangerous.
They don't care.
Keep that shit in mind.
This entire country was founded on God.
Keep that shit in mind, that fucking religion and fucking state don't need to go together, and that it fucking creates a fucking problem. Keep in mind that people are creating bigger or fucking like fake problems for us to solve, and for us to get mad and fight each other over, and to fucking unfollow each other over, and to lose friends and family over. Politics have never been like this, bro.
Yeah, well,
I can assure you. Well, also I can assure you, it's never been this serious.
Yeah, well, the thing is with, like,
this shit's crazy.
Yeah, the thing with,
people, like, take this shit so fucking far.
Yeah, well, the thing with religion is it's kind of there to just, like, unfortunately prey on the vulnerable, and it gets people to, like, believe a certain way that, like, helps push their narrative and helps push the
which
cattle
we're not
into
saying
the
you
position
can't
they
be
want them to
religious.
go.
We're not saying that this other third. I'm saying keep
I'm
your
like,
fucking religion out of government and politics.
Yeah.
Because that shit's crazy to me. I don't need whatever your religion says dictating what I need to do in my life. I don't fucking care. I thought this was America for the free, mama.
No,
for the free, for the free. We've never been free.
No, are you kidding? We were founded on the, like, in God we trust. Like, it's always been a Christian ass fucking country. Like, not every religion's been welcome. Look at the fucking bullshit that Trump did with all of the Muslims when he first was trying to be in office. Like, the disgusting shit he put on those people. It's like, again, like, he just, like, there's no fucking freedom of religion. Do you know how many fucking churches and shit was getting shot up, and they didn't do a damn thing about these white boys going into these fucking churches and shooting up people that were practicing something that wasn't exactly Christianity in their eyes? It's just like, fuck you guys. Like, there's no, like, it's ridiculous.
And see, I think that also adds to it all as well. I just think we're at a point where it's crazy, and it's been crazy for a second, but growing up, like, yeah, there was disagreements, but it's never been like this. Like, this shit is fucking scary.
They want us to be divided so bad so they can get away with their shit.
Which I've never seen it, like, I've seen people, like, wanting, like people wanting to divide the people, obviously, like, governments wanting to divide the people, but this so clear in our face. And being like, this is how I wanted to divide you. And I don't even think that's the full plan. That's what I'm saying, is it's like, because basic bitches like me have caught on to it. So it's like, the plan must be so much fucking bigger.
I feel like you like downplay how smart you are, though.
Huge.
I feel like you downplay, like, how smart you are, though. Like, you're not just, like, the basic collective. Like, you are, like, definitely have, like, more of a higher conscience. And I think that's why you see these things. Because, like, look at all these, like, not trying to shit on Trumpies. Because, like, if you're a fan of the podcast and you support Trump, I'm not really trying to shit on you. Like, this, I'm not shitting on you personally, so don't take it that way. But it's just, like, 9 times out of 10, like, they've actually done statistics on it. Like, people that vote for Trump are actually stupider. Like, they didn't go to school as long. They test lower in IQ. Like, it is a full-blown test study that has been done that people that voted for Trump are legitimately stupider. And I'm not trying to shit on y'all. It's not every single fucking Trumpy, okay? You can, I guess, be smart and I guess like Trump. But I'm just saying. Which is what
we're saying, and I'm not fucking saying any of that shit. You can believe or do whatever the fuck you want, and you can vote for whoever. That shit, what the fuck ever. But to me, it's just like,
it was ranting.
I feel like I can kind of, like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of see past all this shit. And it's like, I feel like I even see past Trump and all of his bullshit. It's like,
oh, he just wants to be a star. He just wants to be a mega fucking star, dude.
At the end of the day, this man does not fucking care about the mundane shit that, like, we care about.
Dude,
it's like, this man makes billions of dollars, and it's at a point where it's like, this is kind of what they're putting in front of us to make us argue amongst ourselves, to make the poor argue amongst themselves, and to fight amongst themselves over resources and shit. And it's like, Over what when that's not the fucking problem? The problem is a few billionaires own everything and have made it a fucking problem to do anything ever. That's the fucking problem. I promise you, like that. It's not this here or that there or this, that, and the third. It's like, I fucking promise you that is the problem. Like, a few select people own everything and they monopolized off it. Like, that's the point. Yeah. That's why Monopoly always ends in a fucking fight whenever people fucking play Monopoly with their family. Because nobody fucking wins. Yeah. Whoever makes the most money wins. Yeah, hello? It's a game. Well, like, that's the thing. The motherfucker who made Monopoly didn't even fucking believe in a Monopoly. That's the whole point of the game!
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's like that's the dangerous part about monopolies is if one person owns everything. Like, for example, if you're one entity and you own all of the gas companies, or you're one person and you own every company in entertainment, there's no room for other people. It turns into the Dan Schneider taking over Nickelodeon. That's the best way you can put it. It's like where there's one fucker that has too much fucking power and he has fucking control over everybody, and now everybody's bowing down and kissing their ass, and he's gonna sit here and divide all of us because they know that until we all rally against him that he has ultimate power.
It's like we're sitting here fucking arguing over gas prices, arguing over the price of eggs, arguing over human rights, when it's like, I can assure you these fucking billionaires who own all this shit aren't like, yeah, the price of gas is crazy. They're like, that's so cute. Let them fight. I promise you it's not fucking, it's just so crazy. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's a huge rant. This week is a rant. I don't even know if it was supposed to get to this point. It's a TikTok rant, TikTok ban rant. Yeah. But like I'm fired up, and like some shit's like, it's like kind of crazy to me. And also like I know me personally, I've just been feeling like mega anxiety, period. Yeah. Just in general with like my life and everything. So it's like all of this other shit where it's so heavily forced, where it's like they want us to fight. It feels like a fucking game. It feels like a fucking show. And it like, it just adds to the already crippling anxiety of other people, where it's like, I don't need to fucking come here and listen to all this anywhere. It's like, no matter where you go, you can't escape this shit. It's everywhere. It's on your fucking phone. It's in real fucking life. People just want to fight. People just want to argue. People want that one fucking person to blame everything on, bro.
Everybody wants a scapegoat because nobody wants to take fucking accountability. Grow the fuck up. If you can't take accountability for your actions, I don't know, maybe think before you fucking act. Like, maybe think about, like, the way you use your free will.
But it just makes me like, I don't even know. It just makes me kind of anxious because it's like, I feel like there's so fucking much happening all the fucking time.
It's so scary.
And like, it is kind of like, for me, it's kind of scary. Like, I just know that I don't feel I don't know. I never feel comfortable at any point ever doing anything. But like, in general, it's like a lot of shit has happened, and I know maybe my January in general, January is like the Monday of months, so it just feels like shit anyways, but it's like there's a lot of fucking shit happening, and so much shit is shoved in my face, so much filler is shoved in my face. I'm so over it. I'm like, I don't even know. I feel like I'm above the bullshit. It's like, I don't even want to listen to this shit anymore. I don't even fucking care. It's like, we're sitting here arguing over shit that doesn't fucking matter, that nobody in reality fucking cares about. That it's like, oh, like, if I saw that shit in my real day, like, maybe the select fucking few crazies will, like, act upon it, but it's like, nobody cares. Like, this isn't stopping anybody's day-to-day, like, why are we doing this? It's because it's all a fucking ploy. Like, we all want to, again, like you said, like, there needs to be a scapegoat. There needs to be somebody to blame. There needs to be somebody in charge of all the nonsense. And it's like, it's just, there's always something, and there's always somebody, there's always something happening. Somebody getting canceled, some new law coming out, something happening, something's happening with that. It's like, it's a fucking game.
Yeah, I fully believe in the shadow
government. It's just a fucking game, and I feel like I'm a fucking, like, hamster in this game, bro. I feel crazy.
Yeah. Have you seen Inside Job? It's, like, a cartoon on Netflix, but it's pretty much about, like, everything with the government and, like, how there's a shadow government that even controls the main Inside government. Job. And it's, like, they're the ones that, like, actually pump out all the conspiracies to, like, rally people. It's literally, and of course it didn't get picked up for a second season, but it's, like, pretty much all of the conspiracies, like, with additional information, and it's kind of like, oh, this was a Netflix show. It's giving whoever wrote this had like a little bit too much insight, and that's why it didn't get
I feel about
again.
BoJack Horseman, but I mean, it did get picked up, but that was more about addiction and shit. But
yeah,
it's an important show that people are like, I love BoJack, and it's like, that's not the point.
Yeah, that was.
But again, it's like, it's so clear. It's like people are clinging to the wrong ideas. Like, again, take BoJack Horseman for example. The worst person. You do not want to be like BoJack. Yeah, you can like recognize parts of yourself with this person, but if you're like, bro, me and BoJack are so similar, get fucking help.
I'm not
like, that shit's crazy to me. They're showing you a clear example of like narcissism and fucking ego and all of this shit and money and all of this shit gouged up into fucking self-hatred of this fucking person. Of course, it's like, it's an anthropomorphic horse, so of course people are gonna be like, oh, so relatable. But it's like, the people who relate to it, it's like, no, like, you're not getting the fucking idea. Like, you don't want to be like this person. You can recognize yourself in this person, but if you're like, yeah, that's so cunt,
no,
that's how I feel. Like, I just feel crazy.
No.
I feel like I'm on I don't even know.
And just to psychoanalyze the people that are like, I'm so like BoJack, it's very much giving that like, oh, okay, you just want to like claim that you have this behavior and be like, yeah, you're just as bad because quote unquote this behavior might have been put
Olympics.
Yeah, like this behavior might have been put on a pedestal by a TV show, but it's a lot easier to like flex that you're a shitty person than like, God forbid, you work hard for something and be like, oh my god, like I've been in the gym for a year, oh my god, I've been posting consistently for a year, oh my god, I've been doing school for this long. It's just way easier to like flex that you're a shitty fucking person. Like, well, that kind of behavior's been put on a pedestal, so I'm still like BoJack. Instead of being like, oh my god, like I'm a doctor, I've worked so hard for something. It's a lot easier to like just self-proclaim being a shitty fucking person and being like, well, those are my personality traits. Like, you didn't have to.
Yes,
like it's so easy to do that. Like,
it's so easy to be like,
douchebag.
Accept me for me, like accept me with my flaws and my values. It's like, no.
Oh, you didn't have to do any self-work. Oh,
no, it's like at some point, like especially, like, you've got to do work with yourself.
Yeah, like grow
have
the
you
fuck
ever seen
up.
BoJack? It's so
yes,
good.
I
loved it. And that's why I feel like they also cracked down later in their season when it's like, no, BoJack's a bad dude. When it's like,
at first it was kind of glamorized.
It was kind of glamorized, and it was kind of like a little bit more interpretive, and you're like, yeah, I even recognize parts of myself with BoJack, like that self-hatred episode where he's like, oh, you're a piece of fucking shit, like da-da-da. I was like, damn. Like, when I saw that for the first time at 17, I was like, gobsmacked. Your bitch was like, that's me. That's so me. So I recognize parts of myself, of course, like as we all do and as we all should. It's all part of being human. But if you are an amalgamation of all of this fuckery to this horrible human being, at the end of the day, BoJack's the bad guy.
Yes.
He's not the fucking good guy. Yeah, he's the protagonist. He's not the fucking good guy. That doesn't mean he's the fucking good guy.
It's because his behavior is put on a pedestal. It's like he has money. He's like famous.
And he's in Hollywood, so it's like, that's the point, you know?
And it's like he's supposed to be low-key. It's like it's almost like Diddy. Like, it was almost like that because he'd throw these psychotic parties, wouldn't give a fuck how he treated women or people while he got so fucked up, and he got really angry, made really bad decisions, and then would wake up the next morning to nobody wanting to give a fuck about him, and he'd have to sit there and pick up the fucking pieces. Like, it was, honestly, I feel like that show was, it's not a flex to be BoJack Horseman at fucking all. If you're saying
that's
that,
why it always gave me such a red flag, like, especially in high school whenever the show is coming out. Like, I knew fucking dudes who were like, oh, I'm just like BoJack, like, I was like,
no,
you're not. Get me the fuck away from you, bro, because that means you're a criminal.
No, you're not.
That means you're a criminal who needs to be held for his fucking actions. I was like, that motherfucker committed crimes. Watch BoJack. BoJack's a great show. BoJack's amazing. The people who created BoJack, so good. The art's great. The music's great. The voice acting is great. It's iconic. It's great.
So true.
And it'll make you look in on yourself.
Yes.
BoJack's great. We're not shitting on BoJack. We're shitting, not BoJack the show. We're shitting on the BoJack the character.
Yeah, and kind of just how people like will sit there and take his toxic behaviors and be like, no, that's like me. I get why he does that. Like, I do the same thing. It's like, no, you should probably seek therapy. Actually, if you actually have experienced that much trauma and you cannot like be a good person because what you've been through, you should seek help. Fully.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, I fucking do all this shit. It's like, yeah, empathizing with a few things here and there, being like, recognizing yourself in those things. Like I said, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what they want you to do with every show. But fully being like, I'm so BoJack coded.
No.
Like,
yeah.
I, like, so relate to him heavily. Like, when this and this, it's like, oh, get some fucking help. I fucking promise you want some fucking help.
Yeah, and he also, like, has, like, an extreme, like, drug problem.
It's like
a
drug problem, a drinking problem, a fucking sex
Why
problem.
do I feel like it was, like, a Charlie Sheen make fun of almost? Like, I feel like the character of, like, BoJack Horseman was, like, literally Charlie
Hollywood
Sheen.
in itself.
Yeah.
It could, honestly,
you could apply it to, like,
a lot of
anything.
people.
You could apply it to literally a lot, honestly. But yeah, honestly, I just yeah, it's been a really chaotic episode with a lot of opinions. Like, it's
our opinions, and don't take them to fucking heart. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but if that doing whatever the fuck you want infringes on human rights, I'm gonna look at you fucking funny. If you're fucking doing whatever the fuck you want includes, like, looking down on people or being like this, that, and the third, it's like, I'm gonna look at you fucking funny. I promise you.
Can I be honest? I thought you said licking down on people at first.
That
and at
too.
first, I would have been like, you can do that.
You can do that whenever you want.
You're allowed to be sexual with consent.
But I'm just saying, like, these are our fucking opinions. Like, whatever the fuck we said, this is our opinions, our own fucking podcast, whatever. Like,
start
if you
your
don't
own
agree with
podcast
it,
if you disagree,
yeah, start your own podcast if you don't agree. But I mean, we're chilling, we're doing our own thing, and we love you guys so much. We'll catch you next week. Sorry for the hot opinions, or you're welcome for the hot opinions. We love you so fucking much. True. Catch you next week. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, comment, share with everybody, give us 5 stars. We love you so fucking much. Catch you next week on the fucking flip side. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Mwah.